Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slain Hope. And I got another video for y'all. This is just a video about me reflecting on this girl that fucked my life up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was like the initial turning point. I know I made a video about my turning point, but this was like the initial turning point where shit just started to get, difficult, I guess, or I would say. Yeah, by the way, I just cut my hair and all that and all that and all that. Now, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. Nah, but, yeah, so I got hair on me, so that's why I just got the towel, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put on a shirt and feel itchy. But anyway, so boom, let me get to the story. So, I remember I was in bilingual class when I was growing up because my mother, she wanted me to hold on to the Spanish language, and I didn't really speak Spanish like that. So Spanish was kind of like my second language in a way, because most of the time we in school, so and so forth, right? So like she just wanted me to hold on to it, so she put me in bilingual class. But then eventually they kicked me out of bilingual class, and they put me like in the regular English classes because they was like, yo, you don't need to be there. Bilingual is technically for the people who are trying to learn English, right? So anyway, I get to the class, right? So before I get to this class, like, mind you, I used to be a kid, like, I never really cared about name brand. I never really cared about, like, none of that stuff. Like, that was not, like, how I was raised. That's not how I was brought up. Like, that just wasn't my lifestyle. And, so many other people, they're so consumed in name brand. They gotta have Nike, they gotta have this, they gotta have that. And nowadays is more high-end designer stuff, right? But anyway, when I was in like the regular English class, right? I remember this girl came up to me one time. So, and she said, yo, you kind of cute. Well, we was talking about her. She said, you cute, but you don't know how to dress. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and by not knowing how to dress, she meant that like my shit was cheap. Like my shit was not like no name brand. Like not, it was name brand of course, right? But it's not like the high end name brands, right? Or the known name brands or whatever like that, right? It's cheap clothes, right? So I used to just be happy with the fact that my mother got me something new. Like that was where I was coming from. Like I was just happy that I got new things, right? But I feel like when I started mingling with different people, you start to adapt to their ideologies, or their lifestyle in a way. So yeah, so when she told me that, like, I was kind of like, I'm a kid, right? Like I'm in like the fifth grade, and a lot of times, when you're a kid, when you're a child, it's easy to get pressured into certain things. So I was like, damn. She told me that, and I feel like that shit just stayed with me. And like, next thing you know, right after this, like I'm sitting there pressuring my mother. I'm pressuring my mother to get me name brand clothes. I'm pressuring my mother to get me name brand shoes. I'm pressuring my mother, like, I don't want to go to school with certain sneakers no more, right? Like my sneakers used to be like probably like $10, you're like 20, like, and then I noticed that, like, even like before, right, when I never probably really cared about wearing some shit from Payless or from some of them stores, right? Like, it's like I noticed that, like, now I'm starting to, like, I want, just because that girl told me that, and I'm like in close proximity with certain people, it just felt like now I want these things. Now I'm complaining. Now I don't want Payless. Now I don't want this. Mind you, my mother is a single mother, and now I'm putting pressure on my mother because I want name brand. I want Jordan. I want this. I want Nike. I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like when you start getting into that, when you start getting into chasing the name brand and your parents can't give it to you, then you try to figure out alternatives to go get it, you know? And of course, we could blame this on capitalism. We could, you know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, people have to change their philosophy. I get it. We've been taught, we've been indoctrinated, but at some point, we gotta free ourselves. You know what I'm saying? From some of this shit. First, we gotta acknowledge it, and a lot of times that's the hardest part. First is acknowledging it, then it's like, how do I change it? What am I going to do about it, and how do I do it? So anyway, so it just leads to a whole like just that little thing that this girl told me, that I'm cute, but like I don't know how to dress. Like that shit always stayed with me. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't get certain things, or like, and I never really, that's why I say, like, when I raise my children, I don't even want to, I don't even want to raise them in a environment like that. Like I don't even want them if they do go to when they do go to school, like I would want them to go to a school that perhaps maybe wear a uniform, because it kind of lessens the stress of trying to keep up with what everybody else has, what all the other kids have. So this is just a vital moment in my life where, like, just her telling me, I didn't know how to dress, or I didn't have, what I'm saying, I didn't have certain things. And then, like, I just started pressuring my mom. My mom really couldn't keep up either, because, my mom is doing other things, right? It's other shit to do. Like, so now I'm changing, because at one point I was so in love with whatever she bought me that now I got a problem. And the thing is, I always used to get things because my shit was cheaper. But now when your shit is a little more expensive, you can't continuously get like the shit that you're used to getting, all the shit that you was used to getting. So now that starts to happen. You get to a certain age, then you're still trying to keep up. Like, you just live from that moment. I feel like I just lived my life trying to keep up with the other kids. And in the moment I got a little freedom and I was able to go out and go about my business, it just became a little different. So that was just my self-reflection of that moment, and I feel like it relates to a lot of people. A lot of people are sitting out here, and today I feel like it's a little worse, because people are chasing the bags, they're chasing the shades, they're chasing the loafers, they're chasing the designer shoes, like the belts, like the jackets, the coats. Like, I feel like we are always continuously chasing, chasing something that might not even be good for us. So I just wanted to reflect with y'all. Hopefully some of y'all can reflect on your own moments, and some of the things that y'all might be chasing. Sometimes it's different things for different people. Some people chase name brands, some people chase sex, some people chase the thrill of just being outside. People chase different things, man. But that was just my self-reflection, man, of how, like, just that little conversation with that young girl back then just kind of like fucked up my whole shit. It just led to a life of like doing crime and shit, because trying to keep, I mean, I had jobs, don't get me wrong, I had jobs, but it just, even with the job, right, it's almost like you just work to just kind of quench your thirst of the name brand and whatever other shit. But yeah, that's my story, man. I'm just sharing it with y'all, and hopefully y'all be able to self-reflect and make some changes. Peace.